Travis Kelce donates new phone to Penn State student after Jason Kelce's unfortunate incident. On Saturday, November 2nd, Jason Kelce was filmed smashing a Penn State student's phone to the ground Saturday after a heckler dissed his brother for dating Taylor Swift. At the time, Travis Kelce was also busy with the practice session before the match between Chiefs vs Tampa Bay Buccaneers. However, right after the end of the practice session, Travis Kelce and his brother Jason Kelce went to meet the Penn State student. Travis Kelce is a very knowledgeable person. After looking at the incident, he knew that although Jason Kelce had acted to protect his loved ones, damaging someone else's phone was a wrong act. Travis Kelce was very tactful when he bought another phone to give to the Penn State student as a sincere apology. Travis Kelce always wants to leave a good impression on fans, although the other fan had bad behavior, but for an NFL star, Travis Kelce would not let a small incident affect his career. Jason Kelce couldn't keep his cool when someone asked him, "Kelce, how does it feel that your brother is AF for dating Taylor Swift?" A troll could be heard yelling in the background of a video shared on social media. Immediately after, the former Philadelphia Eagles center turned around and slammed a phone to the ground. The phone appeared to belong to someone standing directly behind him. Jason then turned back around and walked away with a serious look on his face. It's unclear whether the phone he smashed belonged to the person who asked the offensive question. Jason, 36, was at Penn State's University Park campus for College Game Day on ESPN. He was also there to partake in Pat McAfee's College Game Day Kicking Challenge, which encourages students to attempt to kick a field goal in vans for big cash prizes. The NFL star-turned-commentator has always been a supporter of his brother's relationship with Swift. "We just want to be supportive of him and their relationship and everything that they've got going on because it's so wonderful right now," he told reporters at an Eagles Autism Foundation event in June. He even supported Swift at one of her Eras Tour concerts in London that same month and watched her perform again in Miami this October. Jason Kelce has always been a private person. He is very sensitive when someone talks about his family, especially when saying bad things about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. After the Kansas City Chiefs had a rough start to the season, Jason Kelce was quick to defend his brother Travis' apparent sluggish start to get in gear. In a pre-game interview on October 7, 2024, Jason was asked if he thought Taylor Swift was becoming too much of a distraction for his little brother, taking his mind off the game. Saying to NFL on ESPN, he has enjoyed his off-seasons very much even before Taylor Swift and everything else that was going on in our lives. He is always going to find a way to make football the #1 priority. To be fair, Travis Kelce is noticeably struggling this current season, possibly losing his star player status on the Chiefs. However, that doesn't mean all is lost for Travis and Taylor, even if Taylor might be feeling the pressure surrounding Travis' job, and now his side gigs. Travis is currently diversifying his portfolio by breaking into television, appearing in several episodes of Ryan Murphy's hit show, Grotesquerie, with some surprisingly good acting chops. Luckily, it seems the duo has plenty of support from both family and friends. It's no secret that Taylor Swift's father and Travis Kelce have a sweet relationship. But it seems that the Kelce family also holds Taylor Swift in a special spot too. Jason's wife, Kylie Kelce, appears to have a close relationship with Swift, with the two often posing in social media posts together on game days and beyond. Plus, there was even the time Taylor Swift won over Donna Kelce, the matriarch of the family, before she and Travis even started dating. Considering Donna was not a fan of Taylor Swift's music, turning her into a Swiftie proves Taylor is chock full of the effervescent charm that helped launch and maintain her superstar status. Plus, Travis' teammates and friends seem to think that Taylor Swift is the real deal. It's a solid sign that the duo can keep their careers separate while still supporting each other. And that type of relationship energy is infectious. Even if the Kelce family had some reservations at the start of Travis and Taylor's relationship, it seems that everyone has grown to love and support the couple. It's a testament to how far they've come, leaping over rumors and growing stronger together. It clearly seems that the Kelce family is ready and able to defend the couple. They're even willing to throw some phones over it. the Kansas City Chiefs superstar tight end has been in a relationship with Taylor Swift for over a year. The Grammy Award-winning singer frequently attends Chiefs games, making it to 13 all of last season, including the postseason in Super Bowl 58, despite her demanding schedule. A new video has gone viral of a fan approaching Swift at an undisclosed location. The fan goes up to her and asks, "Can you tell Travis Kelce he ked my parlay up the other day?" He says that Kelce had to get 55 yards, but he finished below that. Taylor Swift used kind-hearted humor during the conversation, asking the fan, "What's going on with Kelce?" She then tells the fan, "I'll punish him for you," before asking what he needs Kelce to do on his next parlay. Travis Kelce isn't having his best statistical season, 38 receptions for 355 yards and a touchdown, but he's looked more like himself since Week 4 against the Los Angeles Chargers. The 35-year-old Kelce has finished with at least 7 receptions and 70-plus receiving yards in 3 of the Chiefs' last 4 games. With star wideout Rashee Rice done for the year, Kelce has re-emerged as the top weapon in KC's passing game. The 7-0 Chiefs will try to stay undefeated when they welcome Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to Arrowhead Stadium on Monday night. Swift has a concert at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, Indiana, tomorrow night. So it remains to be seen if she'll make the trip to Kansas City on Monday night to cheer on Kelce and the Chiefs. After her stop in Indianapolis, Swift will get a 10-day break before continuing her Eras tour in Toronto, Ontario on November 14th. The Kansas City Chiefs' dream season continues as Andy Reid's team remains the only unbeaten team in the NFL, extending their winning streak to 13 games, including last year's playoffs. Their last loss came at home to the Las Vegas Raiders last Christmas, but Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs are now 6-0 at Allegiant Stadium, including their Super Bowl victory in February. This is the first time in the Mahomes era, and the third time for the franchise, that they have started the season 7-0. In the other 2 seasons, 2003 to 2013, they lost until the 10th game, so a win on Monday night and next Sunday could put us on a show against the Buffalo Bills in Week 11. It's clear that players ultimately win games, but great coaches are the ones who make it all work. For the Chiefs, it's Andy Reid on offense and Steve Spagnuolo on defense, who have kept the team competitive in every game for several seasons now. Andy Reid has several rules for his players, but one that stands out is the rule that none of his players, and maybe even his coaches, are allowed to wear black cleats during a game. He supposedly never allows it, and the first thing that comes to mind is that he does this to avoid obvious calls from the officials when a player is about to step out of bounds. If they're wearing white cleats, it's harder to tell if they're out of bounds because the cleats match the sideline, whereas black would be the ultimate contrast. But this could just be the coach's theory. It would be interesting to ask Mahomes or one of the players about this rule next time. Let's also remember that in Week 1, the Chiefs beat the Ravens on a toe out of bounds by Isaiah Likely, and Mahomes actually advised him to wear white cleats. So keep an eye on the Chiefs' next game and check out the players' cleats. If you see any black ones, be sure to report it. On Monday night, the Chiefs play the banged-up Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who will once again be without Mike Evans. After that, they host Denver, a team Mahomes is 12-1 against, so they'll probably still be undefeated going into Week 11 against the Buffalo Bills. If they're still undefeated by then, they'll have tied the franchise record of 9-0 and will have a chance to break it against a team they may well see again in the playoffs. Andy Reid, the renowned head coach of the Kansas City Chiefs, has amassed an impressive net worth that reflects his success in the NFL. How much is his legacy truly worth, and what has he generated throughout his career? Discover it here. Known for his skill in player development and his innovative offensive approach, Andy Reid is one of the most respected and successful football coaches in history. His greatest triumph came not on the field, but in leading the players. The longevity of his career, which began in the 1990s with the Green Bay Packers and later as head coach of the Eagles, has been key to his wealth accumulation. Since 2013, he has been shining the Kansas City Chiefs to victory. His ability to rebuild teams and his leadership style have not only secured his sports success but also provided significant financial stability, establishing him as one of the highest-paid coaches in the National Football League. His wealth stems from an extensive NFL career, where he achieved multiple successes with both the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. He is one of the most successful coaches, winning 4 Super Bowl titles, 3 as head coach of the Chiefs and 1 as an assistant with the Green Bay Packers. Baker Mayfield and Patrick Mahomes may be rivals on the field now, but they actually go way back to their college days at Texas Tech. Yep, you read that right. Before they were tearing it up in the NFL. They were both Red Raiders. Baker, the Bucs QB, started his college journey in 2013, a year before Mahomes. Even though he was drafted a year after the 2-time MVP, Baker recently talked about his early days with Mahomes during an interview with Rich Eisen. He mentioned, "Yeah, we are close. Pat's a great guy. It goes back to when I was still at Texas Tech hosting him on his official visit. Just getting to know the guy as a person, and then when I left, watching from afar what he has been able to do. It's cool to see that their friendship goes way back to their college days." Can you imagine 18-year-old Baker showing Mahomes around campus? Well, it happened. Baker hosted Mahomes on his visit to Texas Tech when Patrick was considering signing with the team. Baker joked about their visit, saying, "Yeah, way back in the day. Young Baker and young Pat. I was 18. You know how official visits go in college when you're trying to make sure a guy has a good time. You take him to the library and you study test. You have seen kumbaya." It's pretty funny to picture these two future NFL stars hitting the books together. Despite their friendship, Baker did have to bear the brunt of crossing the Red River to play for Oklahoma, while Mahomes stayed with Texas Tech. But hey, it all worked out for both of them in the end. They even faced off on the field a couple of times in college, with Baker coming out on top both times. Remember that crazy 66-59 game? Yeah. Both QBs threw for over 1,400 yards. That's just mind-blowing. It's clear that Baker and Patrick have a lot of respect for each other, and it's awesome to see them succeed in the NFL after their college days together.